Hello! Thank you for inviting me to this Cyber Indigenous Theatre Festival. I bring greetings from the Arctic, where my theatre is located, up in Northern Europe, the Sami people, the indigenous people of Europe. We have just entered the polar night, so everything is getting very dark here and things will change after the solstice. Then the sun starts to return again. And my name is Åsa Simma, and I'm the head of the Sami Theatre. But I also have another name, a Sami name, which goes like this. This is my song name, and this name was given to me by my grandfather when I was about 3 years old. And it's very usual in the traditional Sami singing that you name people by a song. And according to tradition, this song that is given to you, the name song, it's actually the only one that you have any legal rights to. I myself, I've composed about 50 other yoiks, Sami songs, but I have no right to claim any royalties for them because they have come to me from what inspired me to make the yoik. So if I met a bear and I get so inspired by the bear, then the bear is the legal owner of the song. If I see a beautiful mountain and I get inspired to make a song from that beautiful view, then the mountain is the owner, the legal owner of the song. So I think this is a really nice attitude that I carry very deep in my heart, because as long as you're an artist, if you don't have any inspiration, nothing will come out of you. But when you are inspired, then ideas come out of you, stories come out of you, songs come out of you, and the owner is the one that has inspired you, not me. I'm just a voice. I'm just a tool for telling something that touched my heart. We also say in the Sami culture that the Sami yoiking, it has no beginning and it has no end. You sing as long as you need to. And when the song is born, it's born from the moment when you are so touched emotionally from something, from a beauty, from sorrow, from whatever, whatever emotions we humans go through, then that is the moment to create a song and honor the inspirator, the emotion that brought the creation forth. In our world of life, we are not only the humans living on the earth, we have a lot of spirits also here. Some of them are living with us here on the human level. And also we have some other deities that are up in the sky who are taking care of the weathers and all kinds of other things. But we also have similar people living under the earth. And those are, for us, the helping people that help us to survive as humans. And the story how these people, our brothers and sisters below the earth, how they came forth, the story goes that there was this mother for a long time ago, and she had so many children. And she heard the rumors that one of the higher deities from the sky was coming down to visit the family. So she decided that she better clean the kids up. She washed them and get them ready, braided their hair, got them ready for meeting this higher deity. And she had so many children, so she didn't have time to make them up, all of them. So she decided to hide some of those kids in the forest. And then the deity comes about and says that, "Are these all your children?" And she says, "Yeah, these are my kids, and they look good and they're ready to greet you." And then the deity says, "I think you have a few more children." And she denied it. She said, "No way, I don't have any more." And the deity asked once again, "Are you sure you have not hidden any of these children that you have?" And she denied and said, "Absolutely not." And what happened is that the deity, who knew the reality, said, "If you have hidden any of the children in the forest, these children, I'm going to move to another place of living. And they're going to live a much better life than you humans. And you're going to have to go down to them. They're going to be under the earth. And under the earth, you will have to go there to get the knowledge. And these, our Sami brothers and sisters that are under the earth, they are our helpers." Usually you can, my experience is that you can, if you lose something, say you lose a key, a car key or something, you lose something, then you can call upon them from under the ground, and they usually help you to find it. And they live a much more luckier life than us here on earth. It has certainly been a strange year this past year. And when things get strange, it's always good to go back to the original teachings to remember who you are and where it all started. According to our mythology, a reindeer was used to create our land. From its fur, all trees, bushes, grass was created. From its blood veins, rivers, streams, and waters were awakened. Its skull became the sky, and the eyes from the reindeer dispersed in the sky, creating all the stars, symbolical constellations to understand life. In the same sky, the powerful northern lights travel. During the dark winter night sky, watching us through the light of the eyes of our ancestors who have passed away. Awaking stories about the mystery of life is transferred orally by the older generation to the young ones. These stories bind me together with my culture, its past, present and future, in spite of language and geographical location. The entire creation was given as a gift to the sun, one of our most powerful deities in the Sami worldview. For a very long time ago, when the first Sami lived, they lived in a sun-drenched land. The warmth of the sun spread over the land, and the Sami called themselves the children of the sun. Reindeer milk flowed from the spring. The rivers and streams sparkled with fish. The trunk of the trees were of delicious marrow. The crowns of the trees swelled with reindeer meat. The Sami lived a carefree life in a country full of gifts from nature. You didn't even need to work. Yes, the Sami people lived a good life. And often it happens that when people are doing so well, you become careless. You start to take things for granted. There was so much good in nature. So they started to pick only the finest parts of the meat and the finest parts of the fish, the best berries and the best herbs. The rest was left to rot and perish. And then it happened that the human began to think of themselves only, so that you get the best for yourself. And with that, jealousy crept into our hearts. It was like harsh poison. People forgot to share with others. They became envious and greedy. The envy frightened the animals. The reindeer hid from the man. The streams, rich in fish, began to dry up, and the fishes made their way. Even the berries and the herbs hid from man. When the sun saw this, it became very sad in the mind. It shed a tear for the Sami people, and from that very tear that fell on the ground, the sun daughter was created. The sun daughter had come to teach the Samis to tame the wild reindeer. She taught us to dig large holes in the ground, which were covered with branches, twigs, and earth. And when the wild reindeer wandered, they fell straight into the deep hole. Then the Sami could catch them and tie them close to their homes. The reindeer herds grew, but now the Sami had to work to get food. The good times, when everything was just everywhere, those times were over. With time, the sun daughter departed back to the sun. Before leaving, she spoke. It was a prophecy of times to come. She spoke about the richness hidden in the land and in the mountains, how that would turn into money. She spoke about dark times, about diseases getting out of control. But before leaving, she promised that she would come back and come with new instructions. Now, when the winter solstice is arriving, the light will start to return. And in Sami culture, we say, every day gets prolonged with sunlight, with one little ptarmigan step. And when the summer comes, we have sunlight day and night. I'm very proud to be part of this festival and to bring forth knowledge from my part of the world and my precious Sami culture. I wish you a good festival. Thank you.